Welcome to P3 Radio.
The monkey only dances as good as the guy grinding the organ handle.
Brother.
I fly, bro. That is never stopping.
Truck goes to the white.
Cool story, bro.
Footy pajamas.
Hey, genius, it's 2 p.m. Central.
PG3 Radio.
Here's your host, Josh Riley.
Get him off pig, Freddy. Get him off pig.
Richard Mullican.
And as I put you down, my pants ripped.
It's showtime! It's showtime! It's showtime!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of P3 Radio. I'm Richard Mullican, and I'm joined by my co-host, the 1983 Mr. Dixie Youth Grand Champion, and DDDDD best friend, Josh Briley. Say hi, Josh.
Are we gonna keep this one this time? Let me tell you something, Richard. This I guess the third time's a charm. This is the third time we've tried to do this bullshit. Omigato, Mr. Roboto. Thank you very much, Mr. Richard Lee and Roboto Man. And we are not alone. Josh Goblay is in the house. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? What's up? Well, this has been an adventure already.
There he goes, connecting shit again.
Oh boy, can you guys hear me?
I hear you.
Because I can't hardly hear me. This is an exciting time here.
It's just shitty, well, not mic, but
It turns out
headphones.
Richard has died, and we have replaced him with a robot.
He's just gonna
And
type today.
It's not going well. His voice is going out.
Episode 196, and my voice is fucked.
It's just Josh and Josh today. We're J and J.
I guess so. But he's got the board, so this isn't gonna work out.
It's
well.
gonna be weird. It's gonna be a weird one.
It's gonna have a delayed reaction, I guess.
Yeah.
There you go. I was gonna say your fingers ain't broke, motherfucker. At least do that right.
Speaking of
I
fingers,
tell you what.
we're lost without our fearless leader over there.
No, he's just
Fuck you.
he keeps crackling that damn cord over there. I'm afraid he's gonna get electrocuted. And we're just gonna be blamed because we're watching him.
Can we
do
talk
it.
about the first time he tried to do this and our ears got killed?
Yeah, I'm honestly thinking about suing his
I was
ass.
scared to put my headphones back on.
But I
afterwards.
wouldn't feel guilty though because I'm assuming that his homeowner's insurance will cover it.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm suing him.
Yeah, he's got rich people in
It takes a while to respond on this damn thing.
And he's got ads on his app that he's using. That's some bullshit. That's some Richard Lee bullshit.
Mint Mobile, everyone. Mint Mobile.
So I got to watch a 30-second ad to send a text. And coincidentally do anything else on my fucking phone.
He's like, guys, it's really cheap. Sit down, have a listen. This is why I brought you here today.
He did try to rope us into that bullshit.
I get
Dude,
a
Mint
referral
Mobile.
fee.
Mint Mobile. It's not a pyramid scheme.
Not as
I
easy
swear
as
to God.
Not as easy as it looks to open a show, is it?
Especially not typing your responses.
Oh, man.
Well, if you would have informed us that you would have been delayed by about 40 seconds every time we said anything to you, we might have been able to manage that. But, boy, you threw that on us. You just threw us right into the fire.
Yeah, I just wanted to do. No, my voice is screwed up, and
I was going to ask you, you've been out all night smoking crack, but
not this time.
I think clearly that is the truth.
I was trying to find like a text to speech type thing,
Like
that
Bonzi Buddy.
it says try for free.
Yeah,
Means
like
we're going to start
Bonzi
charging
Buddy.
you after a little while.
You guys remember Bonzi
I
Buddy?
do remember Bonzi
Little
Buddy.
purple monkey ape dude.
Yeah, it was like a
Daisy,
backdoor to like
Daisy.
spam and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, well, that's probably why my computer goes funny. He sang songs and everything, though. He was dope.
Somebody has a working one now. I saw like a little video on Bonzi
Yeah,
Buddy.
Stephen Hawking had one.
Yeah. How did Stephen Hawking do that though? By the way, like
With way better technology
I
than
guess.
what you just used.
you mean he didn't have an ad?
I think he had Neuralink.
A paid app. He had a paid app.
He had the Atari version of Neuralink.
Yeah. He had the beginnings of Neuralink.
It's like, how did he do it? Well, he paid $9.95
Richard
for
Lee,
the
you
app.
are a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Stop using the knockoff version of my technology.
But it killed me because, like it had the way that they were saying Josh Briley, like every one of them, for some reason, it's pronounced your name Brilly. And I was over there laughing, and my wife's like,
most salesmen do too.
It's like, why? How?
I don't know.
How is that so hard?
It doesn't seem hard to me.
You get past the Mason-Dixon line,
But
and it's
I love how when
it's all
you
fooked.
I love how when you emphasized and it was a lot of D's and it was and
Yeah, that was the other thing that made me laugh when I did it.
There's a lot of things that made me laugh when you did it.
There was
That's
one.
what she said.
There was one that I did that it was like your CO host, Josh Brilly. and then one of them was like the 1,983 Mr. Dixie Youth Grand Champion. I was like,
Did you have to spell out the words 1980?
No, I just chose a different voice. But yeah, I didn't.
So some voices are dumber than others.
So they have different dialects on one of these apps that I used. So the app was like you could do like Asian, you could do.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, it was terrible. I was sitting there. Like,
can we not go to that?
No, we can't. We're all gonna get canceled.
I don't think.
Stop Asian hate. Do it. Stop it.
I don't think I have. Well, they also had some other ones too.
Australian.
When I was doing it early, they didn't have an ad every 4 seconds.
He just gets an ad like when he just picks up the phone. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He just picked it up and it gave him an ad. What the fuck?
Mint Mobile. Best in
it's
mobile.
free.
It's not because it's Mint Mobile. They have one.
$10 a month for a whole family. Yeah, it's good.
They have one, and I don't know who's using this.
Matter of fact, they pay us, buddy.
You're actually losing money every day you don't have it. They have
Ryan
one.
Reynolds is a great fucking marketing guy.
I'm telling you. He's got it going on, man.
He rooked old Richard Lee into it, that's for sure.
It's the app, I swear.
Yeah, the app.
This is one voice called Mr. Scream.
It takes a while to respond on this damn thing.
I don't know what that's supposed to be. Let me turn
I'm so
that
scared
down.
for my damn ears. Jesus.
Yeah.
You never
It done
know.
burn us like twice with that shit.
You never know when a Mint Mobile commercial's gonna pop up.
They're loud as shit. If anything, them phones got good speakers, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not the speakers.
It's the input for
It's
sure.
the input, yeah, but
With Dolby Digital 5.0
Nope, that's 5.1, bro.
or whatever it is. That if it's a Mint Mobile phone, it's probably got 5.0.
Oh, shit.
oh shit, I accidentally
Like a
closed
Mustang.
the app. Okay, no, there it is.
This has got to be great podcasting.
It is.
Material.
It's got to be fun.
What did you guys do this weekend? Let's go. Interesting stuff. We
I
know
announced,
Richard had a great time.
Oh, okay.
I just searched on the internet for cars.
Yeah.
Got burned a few times.
Aw.
Like, yeah, you can come over and see it anytime. Then I'm like, okay, I'll be over. I'm about 3 hours away. I'll be leaving here about 8:30. Yeah. Hold on. I done had to get somebody at 9:30 at night. Hey, will you ride with me? Because you're gonna have to drive my car back. Blah blah blah. Everybody don't function like that. I don't know if he was asleep or whatever. And then he's like, wait, just wait. I'm a truck driver. I got to see if my son can do it.
Jesus.
And then I never heard anything else again.
What reputable sites are you going to buy cars?
Facebook Marketplace.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
There's your problem.
You said I got.
But that
burned.
is a good way to get a car for a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, it was perfect deal for me.
And then everything.
I
that
think
is
you
a
got fucked on that one, buddy.
This fucking guy. If you don't turn that fucking Mint Mobile phone off.
I gotta keep turning. I thought that was gonna be the other kid. His name's Justin. Actually, I was gonna play it like this.
I think you got fucked on that one, buddy.
Buddy.
All right, I'm done with the app. I'm done with the app because it's gonna pop up an ad here in a minute.
In a minute, hell, every 4 seconds.
And make our ears take a screenshot.
Hi, have you guys ever thought about trying Mint Mobile? I see you're with Josh and Josh. How can you see me? So what did y'all do this weekend? Other than stand me up for the podcast?
We
for
definitely
the
did
MMA
that.
show.
Both of us
Both
did.
of you did. And I love how Briley here, or Briley, Mr. Briley, acts like he didn't say that he'd go.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we were both excited about it.
Huh?
Yeah.
I think it was. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was on the show.
I think it was.
So you can't even claim drunkenness.
I don't know, man.
Are we saying he never gets drunk while the show
Well,
I have.
well, let's not go crazy.
happens? Yeah. So, but
I like to tell the truth here.
I had the offer for adult fun times, and so I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that.
So like, we had a guy that was looking for a ticket.
Oh,
And we
then
we
I
found
fucked
him one.
over.
We found him one because it was a sellout. Like they sold out that place, and like it was bigger than it was before. Like January, it was packed, and I was like, all right, they won't have a crowd as good as that. No, they were like almost to the front of the brewery, like packed in.
That's dope. You see, I've never been there.
Turn
I
away
was
crowd.
excited to go, but then
This is a
women
clip.
in their wily, temptress ways.
This is a sound from the crowd last night.
Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in 145 pounds.
Ooh, that's an ass.
Illinois, representing Vinci and William Hornet.
It's professionalism right there.
Yeah. This is why I can't talk today. But you hear the crowd? Like, it's not roaring, but
I did watch the UFC last night.
oh well.
I watched MMA.
I was hitting it doggy style. That way I could stare at the TV.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. I lost a finger.
Ugh.
And it just
That
looks like I
went
lost
last
a finger. It's still there, though.
Yeah, it's a little finger.
Goes in tan, comes out brown.
Look up the Yuri Prohaska knockout from last night. You're not gonna be able to spell that, but
Yeah, I was gonna say
Juri.
like, if you could spell
Oh,
that.
damn.
J
I was way off. It starts with a silent J. Fuck.
Juri space
Uh-huh.
P R. Oh my God, he's not even in there. I'm gonna run out. There it is. OCH.
This one?
Yep.
You were like, I'm just counting on spell check right here.
Yeah. That's the one against
Damn.
Dominic Reyes.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Kind of buried the lead with that one, didn't they? Just a back elbow.
Spinning.
Yeah.
Hey, it's an Axe commercial. Axe in our partnership
Somebody's
with
got
Mint Mobile.
Somebody's got to market to teenagers, right?
What?
See, grown people wear Axe.
I want to see the highlights, you assholes.
Oh, is this
I
is
want to
just,
see the knockout.
well, was it this one?
That's
Nope.
probably going to be from earlier.
Is it that one?
No. There it is,
it
right
that
there.
one?
But
That
that's the one we just saw. No, maybe it's
No,
not. That's a
this
knockoff.
is full
Yeah.
fight highlights.
Yeah.
This man got a dual flag.
Is he from Mexico?
No, he's from America. He's just a Mexican American, so he represents both.
Is there anything worse
He
in
actually
the world?
fought John Jones 2 fights ago, and then he lost that fight in a controversial decision. I actually think that he beat John Jones. That's how good he is. And then he fought Jan and got knocked out by Jan Blachowicz, the guy that just beat Israel Adesanya. So his last 2 fights were literally for the light heavyweight championship. And then this guy is crazy as fuck. Yuri Prohaska is the guy he fought against last night. And if you'll watch some of these highlights, this guy's insane. He's one of the most unorthodox people I've ever seen fight in my whole life.
You say crazy as fuck. He's got a perfectly good hairline. He's cutting his hair like that. That's a little reckless with genealogy.
Well,
man.
he's all about.
You should appreciate it.
He's all about representing the martial
Richard
arts
would
and
give
tradition and
his
stuff.
right nut away again for a hairline like that.
I do want to point out that was a horrible time for me to stop talking because I said, "Is he from Mexico?" And then you said something like, "No, he's from America."
So you didn't get the comeback.
No, and I said, "Is there anything worse than?"
I know.
And Josh started talking. I was like,
he fucking cut the
I was like,
lead.
"Wait, I am not a racist. Hold on.
Let me clarify prior statement.
Let me clarify. I was going to say, is there anything worse than somebody that pronounces it Mexico when they're not from
like they're from
Mexico?
Delaware?
Wait.
Like,
is it bad that when I go to Tacos Barucas, I order Mexicano tacos?
Is that the name of it on the? Or do you just do it like that?
I just do it like that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. No, I heard a guy on. My wife watches these cooking shows, and he said, "I'm going to be making Mexico." Blah blah blah. It's a traditional Mexico dish, and I'm like
Mexico dick
dish.
You said
did I say
dick.
Mexico
He
dick?
did say
Yeah,
dick.
yeah, it's a good
Damn
time.
it. I don't have a voice, man.
Oh, okay. That's what we're
My
going to blame
voice.
all of our mistakes on today.
It's just going on autopilot. I
was
don't
like,
know what's
But
happening.
I don't have a voice.
I swear that
man.
never happens, baby. I don't have a voice right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just bothers me that when people order.
So Uri Geller
food,
knocked
hold on,
out.
hold on, Uri Geller.
What's his name?
What the hell?
Prochenchik.
No, Yuri Geller is a
Yuri Prohaska knocks out Dominic Reyes in the second round. He beats him up pretty good in the
You
first
get a
round.
haircut like that, you better knock somebody
But that
out.
was a hell of a fight all the way around. They beat the fuck out of each other for a round and a half, and then he spinning back elbows the fuck and murders Dominic Reyes, basically. It's bad. It, gets real bad.
How long is this?
Boy, it's a 6-minute fucking
6-minute.
clip.
Let's
Surely
just
you could just
skip.
skip forward, yeah.
All right.
No, keep skipping.
What's that hairstyle?
Yeah.
What would you say that
This is the whole ass fight, bro.
It does look like the whole ass fight.
Yeah, because it happens in the second round.
I love Michael Bisping.
All right,
on
right in here,
commentary.
right in here. This is about where it happens.
I don't know what that
Here
is.
it is, right here. That front elbow comes in. He lands one more elbow.
Oh, he looks out there.
Well, that's not the guy that gets
Yeah.
knocked out. I'm telling you, it was a great fucking fight. Maybe it was in
Dude.
the third round?
He loses by submission. You just find out you were messed up the whole night. I swear to God, he lost by an elbow.
This is a good guillotine attempt by Dominic Reyes.
This is where having that dumb ponytail
Yep.
thing hurts him.
I said that, and then a minute later, the fucking commentator said it too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He was like, boy, that hairdo isn't going to do him any favors tonight, is it? If for
They're not
anybody
allowed
who
to
He
pull that,
essentially
right?
gave himself a handle.
Yeah, for anybody who hasn't seen this guy, he gave himself some kind of crazy warrior hairstyle.
It looks like a comical, like
Like a
onion,
Jamaican
like a
samurai.
cartoon onion.
Because it looks
Yes.
like
it's supposed to be a samurai.
crossed with
Yeah.
the island.
It looks like
man.
he took a plunger and put it on his head.
Any second now? Did they get to the third round? I don't remember that. No, here it is. Watch this. Bang!
Oh, spinning
my
back
God.
elbow.
Watch this dude's neck on the replay. That has to hurt when he get. Nope, they didn't show it.
Well, that's like
That
where
son of a bitch was snoring.
He was
got
out for
knocked
like
out, so-
5 or 6 minutes, guys.
Well, that's where you. Wow, this is crazy because their crowd. I guess they're still. Oh, geez,
Oh, right
right
in the
across the
chops.
chin.
You see how his head got caught up underneath him?
That's usually the scary part of all the falls for me.
He could have broke his fucking neck.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Watch this fall right here. This is terrifying. Yeet.
Oh
My God.
Yeah. Not
Yeah, that there have been wrestlers break their necks doing.
Almost like draws, man. The way his head went like that.
Did you ever see the Hayabusa one? That one hurts.
You're gonna get a
me.
bunch of motorcycles.
No. He didn't die in the ring, but he was doing a lion salt. He's the guy in the mask right there. This one still hurts me, and I'm telling you, if you're squeamish, you don't want to see this.
Oh, I don't want to see it. What's happening? Did he die?
No, he
No.
didn't die in the ring.
Did
He's
he break
dead now.
something?
He's dead now.
Did he
Yeah.
break
Oh
something?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Did he break his neck?
Oh yeah.
Oh, no. I don't want to see it then. I don't want to see it. Turn it off. I can't do this.
Ah.
Oh, Jesus,
Jesus.
Christ.
But that's the worst part. They're replaying it like over and over. Dang it!
Jesus.
But he ended up like being
He died
paralyzed.
a few
He was-
years ago.
He was paralyzed from that move.
But before he died, a few years before he died, he was able to stand up with like
That's awesome.
What do you call those? The
Crutches?
The
Crutches.
Well, the arm crutch things. You know,
Oh,
got the
yeah.
braces
Yeah.
on, the walker type things. But
Yeah.
both arms, he could stand up. So
But that's like the worst part of when you get knocked out. Like, is the fall. Like
Yeah.
not a couple years ago when we were kids, Hulk Hogan got sued by Richard Belzer because he put him in. He wanted to. You know, he was messing.
He wanted
with
to be a
wrestling.
smart ass.
He was trying to be a smart ass with him. He put him in a headlock, and he put him in a front face lock for real.
wrestling hold.
And he put him in a front face lock and knocked him out. But it wasn't that got
when he
him.
let him go.
Yeah, it was when he let him go. He fell and busted the back of his head on the stage.
Richard Belzer. There you go. You
Did
added
I-
that J, it fucked it all up.
I did. I didn't mean to put a J in there. My voice is fucked up,
Richard,
guys.
I do not understand this
My
input.
voice is fucked up.
For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, we had a very ugly incident here last week on the show.
Oh, this is where they talk about
Hulk
it.
Hogan and Ms.
He'll show it. He's going to show it.
Oh, is it?
You used to be a bad.
Yeah, well, you want to do this?
For those of you that don't know what
We'll
I'm
just play
talking
it over.
about, we
Here we
had
go.
a very ugly
better
incident
quality
here
for
last
sure.
week on
Yeah.
the show.
So this
Hulk
was
Hogan
after it
and
happened.
Ms. T were here, and
Ms. T.
Hulk Hogan did a demonstration, and he he hurt me real bad. I split my head open and I was knocked unconscious and so on. So
He won a lawsuit
just to show
over that.
I'm not a part of their promotional tool and this was real, I want you to take a look at this clip. And keep in mind, this was real. Take a look at it and remember, I had no idea what was about to happen. And I'll be right back.
He's been
Now, the first thing you
uber
need to know about amateur wrestling or professional.
Now they cut out all the parts where he was, being a
smart
ass, and basically Hulk Hogan said they had been on a world like this world tour promoting WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania 3, right? Or WrestleMania 1. So they were like on this whole tour promoting it because Vince had put up his house on the thing. Like he had put everything he owned, and if this didn't work out, then they were fucked.
Yeah.
But so he's like, we done did like Make-A-Wishes. We did everything. He's like, this was at the end of the day. And he's like, Mr. T was tired. He didn't want to be there. And then we get there and he's like, I'm so tired and so sore. And he's like, he just starts bad-mouthing wrestling. Like, just, it's all fake. It's stupid, and being disrespectful. You can say, hey, it's choreographed or you guys are real athletes. You don't disrespect somebody.
Yeah,
right.
Silly.
It's like having a NASCAR.
That's like them
your
telling Richard Belzer, "Oh, you're just a fucking talk show host.
Yeah.
What you do is bullshit."
Like if somebody came on and was like, who watches this dumb shit? This ought to be canceled.
It's all
like,
entertainment.
Yeah. So he told Hogan to put him in a hold. And I think the first thing he did was he did something like he just touched his arm and Belzer went down. He's like, ah! He's like, see, I can do this, or something like that. And it's like, oh. So Hogan's like, all right, let me put you in this hold. And it was a front face lock.
Listen, you just tell me, brother, when you want him to quit squealing, okay? All right.
But where he fucks up is he lets him go.
Chin lock.
And
How about it, T? Keep him like that for a little while.
then he's out.
He's out.
He's all right. He's just sleeping. He's sleeping. Really, I was a sleeper hole. He'll be all right. He's waking up now. That was a serious hole. A lot of people.
No, he is not.
See, it works. All right, brother.
You got him in a fucking guillotine.
After this word from you know who.
Oh wow, he played that off perfect.
We'll be right back.
That's professionalism.
Okay, I had no idea when I got up and said we'll be right back. I had no idea where I was. I was in shock, and I know I'm doing this a little bit, maybe going too far. But can we get a close up of these stitches?
Can we please get a close up?
Because I saw
of
Bill
my
Cosby
stitches?
today, and he thought it was a hoax. And if he thought, can we read that? Can you see that?
No.
Can you see those stitches? I'm sorry to do that to you.
I
I'm
didn't see
sorry,
anything.
but I just wanted to.
But he was
to show you.
busted
And this
open.
is not the first incident
He
between
was-
a professional wrestler and a television interviewer.
Oh, no, it
Watch
wasn't.
what happened to ABC's 2020 reporter
David
John
Schultz,
I
who's
love
from
this.
Jackson.
Oh,
David
really?
Schultz was in WrestleMania 1. And
Have you ever seen the David Schultz slap? I thought everybody had seen it.
So David Schultz was in the back, and John Stossel was told everybody he was going to do a report with 2020 on wrestling and how popular it had gotten. And they interviewed Hogan, and then all of a sudden they're like pulling out razor blades and be like, "Hey, do wrestlers cut themselves with these?"
jeez.
And this is back when they were still kayfabing, and everything.
1985.
So Hogan calls
know.
calls ahead and says, "Hey, they're trying to blow the whistle on wrestling. You guys might want to tighten up the ship over there." So he goes to the worst wrestler ever, Dr. D. David Schultz, who had he was from Jackson.
Yeah.
But he was like big time, like he was like a badass. Like he had a bounty he was a bounty hunter,
not before this, but
but
he was
ended
the
up-
one that Hogan handpicked when he came from AWA to WWE to when it got big time. Like he was the one that he said, "I want to wrestle this guy and we'll get this thing big or whatever." And then this shit happened.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's the good one, but yeah, let's do this one. Why is it 8 minutes? Did it need to be 8 minutes?
No.
Is it this one?
This one.
Used to be tag team partner
Here
of
we
Eddie
go.
Mansfield.
This is the
wrestler who's just told us
he
how
said
every
wrestling.
wrestler's fake.
Yeah.
I asked Schultz questions that I assume all wrestlers have been asked dozens of times.
What? Is this a good business?
Yeah, it's a good business. I wouldn't be in it if it wasn't.
Why is it a good business?
Because only the tough survive. That's the reason you ain't in it. And this punk holding the camera reading he ain't in it.
Can you tell he's from Jackson? But dude was intense, and he still lives
reminds me
around here.
of Sid Vicious a little.
Yeah.
He reminds me of my fucking dad. I know you guys don't relate to that. But.
Oh, thanks a lot, Breely.
Yeah, thanks, Brilly.
Reading these rednecks out here ain't in it because it's a tough business.
That's terrific.
What, is that all you got?
I'll ask you the standard question. You know?
Standard question.
I think this is fake.
You think it's fake? What's that? Is that fake? Huh? What the hell's wrong with you? That's open hand slap, huh? You think it's fake?
Oh my God! He went in again.
Well,
What's wrong? Where you going?
What if I fake a sand in the face?
Jesus, he slapped the piss out of that little fella.
Busted his eardrum. He
That
cupped his
dude-
ear.
Oh no!
John Stossel literally said a few years ago in an interview talking about it, revisiting it again.
I bet he loves doing that.
He was able to
That
buy.
was his big moment.
He was able to buy a fucking like a chateau in France.
Oh, from
Just
that
one
incident.
fucking
From
a chateau?
that goddamn incident. Like he got over $400,000 for that slap.
Shouldn't have got that much, but he should have.
Belzer did the same thing. Belzer,
He got over $100,000.
yeah, for just and but you're talking about a different time. This would have been like going up. Have you ever seen Buzz Aldrin getting pissed off when people were like, "Moon landing was fake,"
And he
he's
punches
like,
them.
He punches them. He's like, "I did this."
He got that Buzz Aldrin money.
There used to be consequences for your actions.
Yeah.
There used to be real, and like the whole Jake Paul and Daniel Cormier thing right now, like
that's all wrestling, bro. It's all wrestling.
I believe that there's a little bit of that in there, but Tyron Woodley ain't the motherfucker. DC ain't the motherfucker. You can't fuck with those dudes. And if he keeps on, he'll find out what happens in real life when you fuck with people that are not giant
He's hoping
pussies.
to do that.
Well, I had a moment last night where I hope I didn't offend the guy, but there was like one of these guys that used to be a fighter. He was really good too. He's from around here, and he was holding the microphone like this.
Yeah.
And and they had told me beforehand, it's like, hey, don't hold the microphone like this because it makes a muffled, echoey sound.
Yeah.
And he's like, we can't fix it up here, so just make sure you hold it down by the base.
So Richard goes to him, "Hey, homeboy, this ain't a rap battle. Back it up."
All I said was, hey, man, you might want to hold it down here, because if you hold it right here, they told me it was going to make an echoey sound. And he's like, motherfucker, he sounded like he was joking around, like laughing. He's like, man, we're going to have a fight in here. I was like, I didn't mean nothing by it. I'm just telling you what I was told.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to
This
say.
motherfucker gonna correct me about mic holding.
But
Why
it
would you
worked.
get upset about that?
I don't know. I don't think he really
Steroids?
was, but I don't think he really was. But like I noticed, like as the fight was going on, he kept trying to hold the end. But you know how when you say something and you can tell it hits somebody's mind, like when you get into their head and you say something, he kept doing it on instinct, but then backing his hand up, like so he readjusted his hand.
He just didn't know.
Yeah,
he's got to adjust.
And, well, that's the other thing, man. You would be surprised at how many people talk into the microphone and hold it down.
Yeah,
and they talk over it.
Yeah,
instead of into it. So I think I was the only one that actually held it up here, and when people were talking, I would hold it up like our mics are in front of us right now. There's a reason. That's how it catches sound. But yeah, he come up to me afterwards like, motherfucker, tell me how to hold a mic. And he's smiling, laughing. But I was like, oh, okay, man.
Have a good night.
Yeah,
Bye.
have a good night. I'm not going to fight anybody. I'm not a fighter.
He wanted to snap a motherfucker's arm last night.
I'm not a fighter. I'm a talker.
Well, you especially don't need to be a fighter with a pro MMA fighter.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Dude, there was one fight last night, though, you guys would have enjoyed. And I thought it was going to be like, I didn't know how it was going to go. The one guy's name that was in it didn't have a fight team. He was like 0-1. He's only had like
He's
one
just
fight.
there.
And his nickname, he like on the card it said representing, and it just said independent.
Oh no.
And then it's like his from, which I found my favorite city to say is Sanatobia, Mississippi, which is Sanatobia.
San Antonio.
No, like Manitobia.
Yeah.
Sanatobia.
Sanatoba.
And it's not even Manitobia, it's Manitoba.
Manitoba. Yeah. Well, same thing.
Same.
Same thing.
Same but different.
Yeah. So
Same.
his nickname was Fed Up, like FED.
You fucked up and said felt up?
No, I didn't fuck it up, but I was telling somebody,
That's a professional.
I was like,
would never question that Mint Mobile.
I was like, I could make this guy a legend. What's he fed up about? Like, There's like I was like this crowd. You could be like, he is fed up with the Democratic Party and like he's representing the NRA team NRA, and it's like, yeah, motherfucker, that's my hero.
Yeah, they'd be throwing babies in there.
But he was fighting a guy that had never fought before, and the bell rings. They say fight. He charges him and grabs him like double leg, rams him into the cage, and then does a beautiful. Like belly to belly, like suplex, like
oh shit!
So he's a wrestler apparently.
And then
Clearly.
and then like the guy tries to wiggle out of it. He grabs him in a front face lock and guillotines him, locks it in, like feet locked, everything. I'm like, this is done. It's gonna last 12 seconds. The kid never had a fight before that he's fighting. Pushes himself up, picks himself up, picks the guy up, and slams him into the ground. He didn't let go. He does it 3 more times till he got out of it, got on top of him, ground and pound, and then the guy was trying to get away, and he arm hooks the guy, and all he had to do was just easily float 2 legs over, and now he's got his arm barred, can't do anything there. He did. He's like, no, fuck that. He just starts hitting him in the face. He's like, no, this is how this is going to end.
Yeah.
And the ref stops it because
Well,
it's like, well,
you can't defend
it's
yourself.
amateur fights. You're not going to kill somebody here. And then the guy got mad because the fight was stopped. He didn't even stay in the ring for the hand raise.
Of course not.
He's like, I ain't got a team that I got to worry about embarrassing. I fight for myself. I'm fed up with this shit. I'm out of here.
I'm so fed up with y'all bullshit around here. I ain't never coming back to Jackson. I'm staying in Sanatobia.
Fed up with all these rules. I remember I used to
Indy.
fish hook the shit out of all my
If you
opponents.
don't let me die in here, what are you even doing?
Right.
We're man in this sumbitch.
And I'll be honest, the referee let it go
Oh, he
longer.
did. I actually saw
You
the
saw that
highlight.
one?
Yeah, I saw the highlight on that fight.
He let it go longer than I thought he should have.
Most amateur fights would have ended before.
Yes,
then. Yeah,
and he was trying to give him a shot, and I get it, but I was like, how can he be pissed at
They
that?
did that. He wasn't booked to win. The guy training out of his garage isn't supposed to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was a work.
Yeah, dude, it was.
And the ref's just like, well, I'm just going to act like I'm looking away.
I guess you could go back and watch it. It's still on Facebook. Go over and visit them. Hub City MMA on Facebook. Check out some of their clips. You got whole night of action up there.
Saw you representing P3 Radio at the weigh-ins, man.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
Had my P3 Radio shirt
Yeah.
on, and I felt you will never feel out of shape in your life standing next to guys that are chiseled in their underwear weighing in at a show.
Right. To be fair, you were bigger than any of them.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, I think the biggest fighter we had yesterday was 170.
Oof.
And I'm like,
He looked like a fucking bear holding the mic for like fucking children.
So up next, we got this fighter.
Goddamn Andre the Giant over there.
At a midget promotion or a little people promotion.
Yeah, that'll save it. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Wrong button. Hold on.
This asshole fuck these words up, man. I mean, he's got words that he don't even need.
No, honestly, that's why I lost a lot of wrestling announcing gigs.
Because you said that word?
No. No, it wasn't my horrible racial stereotypes that I was spewing.
I wasn't aware midgets were. I mean, that was a race.
Well, it's not. No, what is it?
Type of person.
Yeah, but it's an insensitive word.
Right, but I didn't.
That's the last one, I think.
Dude,
I think that's
WWF
the last.
sold a damn VHS with that word in it.
The best of midgets.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
yeah. I
my
don't know.
bad.
No, I don't really care. I was just saying that because.
And to be fair, one of the only in-person little people I have ever seen labeled himself Midget D.
Yeah.
From PG-13. That was his name.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if he labeled himself that.
That was his name on the card.
It's not like he made him. Hey, I mean, I don't know if you know this. Sometimes promoters just throw names at you.
Well, he didn't fucking put up a fight. He actually worked for promoter Eddie Merlin, and Guy Colville showed up.
Well, maybe if he would have put up a fight, he would have stuck around in the promotion a little longer.
I don't know, man.
No, I meant because it's wrestling.
Yeah, I
anyways,
get you.
Yeah, anyways. But no, that's the reason why I lost a lot of wrestling gigs as an announcer was because I was 6'3", 300, towering over motherfuckers, and they don't want you to do that when
We got 9 to 5 workers in this son of a bitch. Like
it's hard.
They're not
to
gonna be big.
It's hard to be that, and you gotta be photogenic. But I think I have a good announcer's voice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Whatever.
As long as they don't show you, it's fine.
Yeah, fuck them.
As long as they just make your voice a part of it, it's fine.
Shit.
Well, all right.
Me and my fat body.
Me and my fat body are going to go tragically hang myself. Oh, dude, last
Goodbye,
night.
best friend Josh Breeley.
Really? Mr. 1982 Dixie, 83 Dixie Youth Champion.
There was one last night. They were giving Fight of the Night, and they asked the guy that was winning the award. They were like, "So, are you? There's a lot of women out here looking at you. Are you single?" I think it was a lead up because they knew his fiance was in the crowd. He's like, "Unfortunately, I'm taken." He's like, "Well, not unfortunately."
I was gonna say, unfortunately.
I was like, "Oh shit, dude!"
He ain't get no pussy for a month.
They set that man up for so many traps.
They threw up a softball, and he shot his mom right in front of everybody.
Yeah, he nailed that motherfucker, and it went into the stands
Right.
and hit his fiance right
tennis
in the face.
racket that hoe.
Jeez,
It would be
Louise.
like if somebody pitched you a softball, you just whipped out your dick, and they're like, "Hey, this is home plate, and there's kids here."
I'm going for the gold, motherfucker.
Boy, that's not good.
He got about like 8 DMs. So you said unfortunately. I caught that.
He got fucking fight of the night and then had to deal with this woman beating his ass all night long.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah,
Why'd you let them say that up there?
I can't believe you said that.
It was that fat guy. I swear to God. I didn't say shit.
It wasn't even me interviewing him. But they set him up for success. They were like, you know how like when they do it on shows and you know that the comedian's on the show and they've been prepping this and it's like, hey man, what about your uncle? Is he still crazy? Well, let me tell you something about Uncle Jay. You know, it's like they go right into their bit.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they did for him last night. It's like, are you single or are you taken? You know, like obviously bring up your fiance.
My
Tell
beautiful
us how,
fiance is right here in the crowd with us.
Well,
I
unfortunately,
appreciate you for being here tonight, baby. I love you so much.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to say.
I appreciate your support. It wouldn't be the same without you and God.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this dick's on lock.
Unfortunately, ladies, my dick is not accessible.
And that
wait, I just said the wrong thing. It could be. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers.
There might be an opening now. Just not in our bedroom.
Maybe that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
Just leave your application in the basket of the front desk.
Maybe he secretly wanted out.
He immediately caught himself, but you know that thing guys do when they get nervous now? It's like he's already been in a fight for his life. He's like, well, yeah, you know, anyways, I want to thank my beautiful fiance.
Like that guy seems crazy.
Well,
Pussy make you crazy.
Well, you know what else will make you crazy? All the deals over at tinyurl.com/P3Radio-Tees. Josh, tell them about what they'll find over there.
My friend, that is the only website that you can go to get them officially licensed P3 Radio T-shirts, baby. And your nipples will thank you if you pick the second most least expensive option. Don't pick that $14.99 or whatever the hell it is, and you'll appreciate it. And guess what? The cover art T-shirt. I stumbled like you in them 3 intros. But we got. Hey, that's bumping. I like that.
It's like a remix.
And guess what? We all are wearing them P3 Radio T-shirts. Dwayne still gets the truck. The ECW-like T-shirt you wore on the way in for Hub City MMA, and so much more. tinyurl.com/P3 Radio Tees.
tinyurl.com/P3 Radio Tees. Home of P3 Radio Tees.
I was out on the West Coast trying to make a buck.
I know that voice.
And things didn't work out. I was down on my luck. Got tired of roaming and
We ain't doing
around.
this, are we?
I got tired of
So
it.
I started thumbing back east toward my hometown.
All right. So Gobi doesn't know about this, I don't think.
I have no idea what's happening.
Our 16th episode ever, which some people have told us is their favorite one, we broke down a song by Red Sovine called Teddy Bear.
Oh, okay.
And Teddy Bear is supposed to be this good-hearted, like, tune for, like, this kid that
A
was
crippled kid.
that his
Oh,
father
God.
died. He was a truck driver, and all he wanted to do was ride in the truck one more time.
Oh, no.
And he had a CB at his house.
He had a
that
CB,
his daddy
he was just
left.
talking to
And that's
truckers.
how he communicated to truckers.
Well, we took that song and we
Because what are truckers known for?
We shined a different light on
wild
that
lifestyle,
show.
you know?
We shined a different light on
and
that
a lot
song.
of the
You
lyrics,
ruined that poor kid's dream.
No, a lot of the lyrics were
like
suspect at best.
we waited. Basically they went and all picked up the kid and drove him around in a truck. It's where we got
18-wheelers were lined up.
Oh no!
It's where we got these sound drops. Hold on.
Because this hot load of freight is just going to have to wait.
Jiminy Christmas. I don't like that.
18-wheelers were lined up for 3 city blocks.
Trying to get to that little crippled boy to take him in for a ride in the truck.
We took up a collection for him.
Are we now going to taint this?
I don't
fine
know
song?
what this is, but we took up a collection for him before his mama got home. And Josh pointed out, I was like, why does all this shit have to happen before his mom got home?
No.
So there was people was like, you ruined that damn song for me. And then people were like, well, Buzz from Buzz and Harvey, and he's still around here. Buzz was like, dude, like I'd never heard that song before. And he's like, the whole time I'm listening, I'm making the same jokes you guys are. He's like, it was hilarious. He's like, that's a terrible song if you look at it that way. So all right, so this is
there really any other way to look at it?
I don't know that we'll Josh, will this be something that has a different?
Well, I know I was buzzed up pretty good whenever I listened to it,
Well,
and
what's
my mind went that way. I was like, "What is this guy?"
Okay, this is called Phantom 309 by Red Sovine. He was like the fucking Dr. Seuss of Phantom 309 by Red Sovine. Oh, so fine. We took up a collection for him before his mama got home.
Please be mine.
Made a lot of miles the first 2 days. I figured I'd be home in a week if my luck held out this way.
This was
But
all
the
his
third
songs
night,
sounded
I
like
got
this.
stranded way out of town at a cold, lonely crossroads. Rain was pouring down.
Well, that's not good.
No.
I was hungry and freezing, done caught a chill when the
sex.
lights of a big semi topped the hill.
Gay sex.
Lord, I sure was glad to hear them air brakes come on. And I climbed in that cab where I knew it'd be warm.
Oh, jeez.
At
And
the
his
wheel
embrace.
sat a big man. He weighed about 210.
He was a big man.
And
he
he
weighed
said-
about 210.
He said, cash ass of grass, no
That's
one
right.
rides for free.
That's exactly right. That's what's
Well,
happening here.
I'm seeing like he said it was a big man and he only weighed like 210.
Yeah, this is like poverty time, bro.
Yeah, I guess so. It was back when you were lucky to get a can of corned
Yeah.
beef.
We are way bigger and fatter now than we used to be, bud. And that's because we have all the food we want.
Hold on.
I guess you're right.
Back then, he was freezing at the crossroads, and this nice gentleman picked him up. And
You think it's a nice
and
gentleman.
it was a warm embrace
Yeah.
from a large gentleman.
Just two dudes in a truck. Lonely, cold. Hey, I guess I need to get out of these clothes,
This
right?
is the Brokeback Mountain of goddamn trucker song.
Look at how old that truck looks, by the way.
We're a minute into the song.
What's
and
Red
we-
Sovine?
And we've completely fucking ruined it again. We could just completely ruin every Red Sovine song of all time, probably.
I'd love to try to do that.
What is that one that says Vietnam deck of cards?
I don't know.
All right, let's listen to the rest of this.
He stuck out his hand and said with
You have great tits. They're really beautiful. I like nice
Stick out his
tits.
hand. Like, here, put
Do you
your-
see that? Do you
put-
see that still right there? That still picture?
Yeah.
Husband's transportation.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He's looking for all the husbands.
You stick out your hand. I'll put something in it.
the grin. Big Joe's the name. I told him mine. And he said the name of my rig is Phantom 309.
And you're going to suck it.
What's an interesting name for a penis?
Oh, Phantom 309.
That's my rig name.
This is my rig. It's called 309.
This is my rig name.
I pinch my nose and then I begin.
Because $20 is $20. And I was cold and lonely at the cross. Dude, the crossroads is whether or not he's gay or straight.
Yep, that's exactly right.
You're right. You just
And it was raining, meaning he had a torment.
Yeah.
Like it was like
It was like,
his soul.
it says dark, stormy night, my man.
Yep.
Cold.
It's always dark and
Lonely.
stormy in my confused mind.
Oh, Jesus. Minute 13. That's how far we've made it. All right. So
Husband transportation.
Let's get back to this guy sucking dick in a truck. Here we go.
Well, I asked him why he called his rig such a name.
Because it was lifted, Kermit. It looked
had
like
a big
train.
blue vein. Here we go.
Said, son, this old Mac can put them all to shame.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's my dad at a urinal. It was almost like you're talking about wanted to feed it a peanut.
It's a Breeley family curse.
It skips a generation.
Well, shit, even if it's half as big, he's doing all right.
There ain't a driver or a rig a running any line that's seen nothing but tail lights from Phantom 309.
No. He's giving all the tail.
Well, we rode and talked the better part of the night when the lights of a truck stop came in sight.
Oh, God. Well, this looks like a good spot.
Masturbate.
Do the other one.
Which one?
Whenever I do it.
Oh, boy.
The only thing I can tell you as a doctor is that what you're doing is just part of growing up.
Man, everybody got AIDS and shit.
There you go. That's applicable.
And when I do, I feel awful.
That's the one.
It's just like I've committed a crime or something.
Well,
Technically,
back then, it was a crime against nature.
That's absolutely a crime against nature. He's about to put his wiener in a man's mouth or butthole. Well, those are the only two options.
Well, he stuck his hand out initially, remember?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say
I don't think hand jobs are charges against nature, though.
I'm going to say since they're pulling up to a truck stop, he's planning on getting unbuckled from his seatbelt.
Oh, definitely. He's unbuckling a few things, probably.
He's already been unbuckled, buddy. Going down the road.
He said, I'm sorry, son. This is as far as you go.
Unless.
Because this hot load of freight is just going to have to wait.
All right.
Because I got to make a turn just on up the road.
Liking women.
Well, he tossed me a dime as he pulled her in low.
Wonder what for?
And said, have yourself a hot cup on old Big Joe.
He say blow a load on old Big Joe.
Yeah.
Have a good hot cup. He said, this is the weirdest damn thing. I've never had a trucker tell me he was going to put it in a cup. He wanted me to drink it like coffee, but whatever.
He filled the cup, too.
Yeah, he's a virile man.
Big Joe, Phantom 309. There's a reason they call it 309. It's 309 ounces. Every time he goes.
He pulls out an old big gulp.
No, it'd probably be milliliters, right? 309 milliliters is way more reasonable.
Oh, man,
but that's still a big load.
I see. It's about
That's
not
a big,
that much.
That's a big load. It's a
lot
full
less, coffee cup.
Yeah, it's a lot less than a damn 309 ounces, though. That's like
about
fucking
like a
2.5 gallons.
2.5 gallons. Hand me another cup. I still got some going. Like Dumb and Dumber when they're filling up the beer bottles. Yes.
When Joe and his rig roared out in the night, in nothing flat, he was clean out of sight.
Gotta get out of here before the cops come.
Well, I went inside and ordered me a cup. Told the waiter Big Joe was setting me up. Oh,
He was doing something.
Pin drop.
You could have heard a pin drop.
Man, everybody got AIDS and shit.
Oh, everybody's like, oh, no, what did Big Joe do to you?
He got you, too.
Everybody knows the reputation of Big Joe and Phantom 309.
My ass was
hotter than a pistol.
He got something. It ain't supposed to be hot, bro.
I think the term is pink sock.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Google that if you have to.
Don't do that.
Not here. Not
Not on our
It
search.
got deathly quiet, and the waiter's face turned kind of white.
Oh, no.
Well, did I say something wrong? I said with a halfway grin. He said, no, this happens every now and then.
I'm on bated breath.
Every driver in here knows Big Joe.
He's all violated their buttholes.
Jesus.
He's the reason I can't sit down no more.
What did we do?
I don't know. Oh, we're children.
Let me tell you what happened about 10 years ago.
He's dead.
Yeah.
At the crossroads
See it
tonight
coming.
where you flagged him down,
It's the Large Marge story.
there was a
That's
busload of
exactly
kids
what I
coming.
thought, dude. I thought Pee Wee Herman or Paul Rubens listened to Red Sovine.
Yeah.
And then he got the idea for Large Marge from
Yeah.
this song.
Large Marge.
Did he
driving
just got
Phantom 309.
molested by large phantom dick?
It's
creature?
like a perverted Large Marge.
The reason they call him Phantom 309 is because he is dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
From town.
He got ghost dicked.
And they were right in the middle.
And then ghosted. 'Cause he
And a
just took
ghost
off.
gave him a goddamn dime.
Here you go. Buy yourself a cup of coffee.
That son of a bitch has money.
Yeah, he's paying people off. Don't tell nobody about this.
He's not really a ghost. He's just out here raping motherfuckers and giving them a dime.
That's fucking Joe. He comes in, he pays that woman up there to tell him he's a ghost so
There
they
you
won't file
go.
charges.
Soak your asshole in a salsa, kid.
Look, there's going to be a guy drop off here.
About once every couple or 3 weeks.
I'm going to drop somebody. You tell him I'm dead. I don't
I'm a
need...
Phantom 309, okay?
Same thing for Brenda, my ex-wife, when she shows up. I don't want to pay child support no more. So
Yeah.
I'm dead.
I'm your dad. Phantom 309 you.
Yeah. I'm going to go up here and park at Airways Motel. I'll be down there if you need me.
Me and Richard's dad is Phantom 310 and 311.
Medium-sized Joe.
That's actually what the name is. It's just how many people have ghosted people. It's a network.
Like 007.
Yeah.
When Big Joe topped the hill, it could have been slaughter, but he turned his wheels. Well, Joe lost control, went into a skid, and gave his life to save that bunch of kids.
Kind of went into a skid tonight, too, if you know what I mean.
And there at that crossroads was the end of a line for Big Joe and Phantom 309.
Him and that big dick died that day.
We're gonna miss Phantom 309. Not Big Joe as much.
They had to have an open coffin. Well, you know why.
Old Big Joe died with a smile.
And they had a cup of 309.
Yeah.
But every now and then, some hiker will come by, and like you, Big Joe will give him a ride.
When he sees that gleam in their eye.
Yeah. It's like, this one looks cold and hungry. Hey, man, need a ride?
Hey, man, you ever had some ghost dick? I mean, need a ride?
You gonna do strange thing to a ghost for money?
I'm
Give
a
me a dime.
ghost. Look at me, spooky ghost.
Ooh, my dick's not real. It won't hurt.
It's not really gay if you're sucking a ghost dick.
You can try it out. Nobody'll ever know.
It's just ectoplasm. It don't count.
Truckers are the fucking worst.
Hey, they run America.
They actually do run
They do.
America. But some of them are creepy.
Yeah.
That's why they're fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking trying to run this shit.
Yeah. It's like I gotta get to Breckenridge so fucking Greg can have his polos
Yeah.
at Walmart.
Go look at the interstate by my house today. It's a shit show, bro. Good luck with that.
Is there they're redoing the roads.
More construction on the interstate.
They've had construction from here to Nashville since I've been born.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
By the time they get the end of it done, they're gonna have to go back and start all
That's
over.
exactly how that works.
Man, it's almost like a Ponzi scheme.
You think?
I love how they'll like put some concrete in and it lasts for 50 years and they'll
Yeah.
put asphalt everywhere else and you're like, bro, just fucking put the concrete everywhere.
Put the good shit down.
They're like, it takes too long. Be like, I don't give a fuck.
But we'll be out of jobs.
Here, have another cup, and forget about
Have
the dime.
another cup.
And forget about the dime. We don't want your prostitution money in this facility.
Dude, they were like, dude, the dime's not even real, you crazy piece of shit.
Did you look at that very well? It says not counterfeit on it.
It's a car wash token.
Money doesn't say nothing. It's a car wash.
Here, wash that ass out, kid.
Get the hot wax on me. Flips him up token. That was back when they had the big sprayers too.
Washtown, bro.
You just imagine a guy like half-assed.
Big Joe was like the next man. Big Joe was like the next man's gonna have to tie a bullet on his ass. He'll fall right through.
Big clown Washtown.
He drops him off. He's got his pants down like a little kid taking a piss, and his ass just spraying his ass.
But he's gonna have to operate it with his toes because you can't get that wand up that far. Kind of like a dude trying to shoot himself with a shotgun.
He's just like fucking Phantom 309, and somebody's, "What'd you say?"
Did you get 309?
Yeah,
he filled me up 309 milliliters worth.
Keep it as a souvenir.
We gotta have that sound drop. Keep it as a souvenir.
Keep it as a souvenir.
That butthole looks like a Christmas wreath now.
From Big Joe and Phantom 309.
Ooh, that was fucking
All right.
morbid.
That was
The way
a
you
good
did
show,
that.
everybody. Have a good night. We're not going to top that shit. We might as well start over again next week.
Yeah, we're almost done. We got time for one more story.
Boy, it's going to be a letdown.
Well, I mean, why not?
Well, it ain't Big Joe.
Which one, Josh?
Hey, man. Either one. It don't matter.
The
We can
Lady
do that
Gaga
one.
update?
Yeah.
Oh, we got an
update.
dogs?
We got an update.
5 arrests made in the Lady Gaga dognapping case.
So
why are we
it was
still
a-
calling this a dognapping case when it was
A man
clearly
got shot.
attempted murder in the Lady Gaga dognapping attempted murder case?
People are so obsessed with celebrities that they think Yahoo Entertainment
They
thinks,
totally brush off the damn guy with the gunshot
Yahoo
wounds.
Entertainment, they don't
Yeah.
think, they know this article will get more clicks if they put it as the Lady Gaga's dog napping case rather than Lady Gaga's dog walker got shot.
That is a bit wordy, though.
Not 5 arrests
But-
made in Lady Gaga dog napping
Yeah,
case.
that's a bit wordy, too.
Yeah.
Why not arrests made in Lady Gaga case?
Nobody knows.
Nobody know? You
She's
think
probably
they'd
got
forget
multiple.
that quickly?
She's a star.
My voice is slowly coming back.
It could be 5 arrests made in Lady Gaga dog walking shooting or something shitty like that.
I feel like we're
feel
going
like
through the same thing they went through before they just
Definitely
put
not.
dog napping case on it.
No, they failed is what they did.
Well, that's why I hate watching like reading Yahoo News. Like I've stopped looking.
It's
it up.
anger-inducing.
It is because most of it isn't like
clickbait.
Yeah, and then you click on it and it's just like somebody's opinion.
You're like,
it's
"Them
like an opinion
motherfuckers."
article. Yeah, like I've clicked on
Well,
stuff
it is
before.
Yahoo Entertainment.
Yeah, that's true. But I've clicked on some of the news feeds before, and they're like, the supposed comedian is in trouble. You know, it's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It's like, and his joke wasn't funny. And I'm like, oh, that's not news.
No.
Just say so-and-so got in trouble for telling this joke.
I haven't listened to Rogan in a while, but I heard he got in trouble for anti-vax talk.
Did he?
Yeah.
He told anyone that was under the 21 or under, as long as they were healthy, that they shouldn't go get the vaccine. And everybody's like, "Damn it, Joe, you can't say that. You got too many listeners."
Yeah, I'm
He apologized, I think.
I
Didn't
will say this.
Sure.
From
He's
my,
a reasonable human. If somebody's like, "Hey, dude, you were out of line," he's like, "Oh, my bad."
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I very infrequently try to state my opinion on stuff like that.
I seen a meme, though. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I
Why
seen
not?
a meme talking about that situation, and it had the Joe Rogan thing. It said, you bash Joe Rogan because he's not a non-medical professional giving you
Oh, and then Bill
vaccines.
Gates.
Yeah, and Bill Gates is doing the same thing. Oh, we should listen to Bill Gates. He created fucking Windows.
Well, there is a difference. He does run a giant.
Tony Khan runs a fucking wrestling company. He's not a go-to guy. He's just a guy with money.
Well, and Bill Gates is also probably really smart. He might
I mean,
have,
I
he might
wouldn't
have
get
dedicated some.
that.
I'm
That
not
only
saying
goes
that
so
you
far.
should listen to
Would
Bill
I-
Gates.
would I get-
I'm just saying that I think Bill Gates is probably more qualified to talk about it because he owns or he runs a 501(c) that has to do with infectious diseases.
His dad was into that shit
Yeah.
too.
So,
blah blah blah.
yeah,
but
New
would
World
I,
Order.
Would I get
I get it.
Albert Einstein to roof my fucking house? Hell no.
You
He's
should not be using those types of shingles.
He's a dumbass when it comes to
Or
something
however
like
he
that.
sounded.
It's not his fucking
That was actually pretty
profession.
good.
Oh, thank you. It was off the cuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. mean? Like,
Yeah.
well, you
both
know
of them have no business.
none of them.
But they also both have business because they're both rich, powerful men. They get to say whatever the fuck they want with no consequences.
I could give a fuck less what LeBron James thinks about social issues.
Well, that's like every time I'm at
dribble a ball, motherfucker.
Every time
That's
I'm at
your
a
job.
concert, it's like it's nice that you have a political opinion, but it's like
I do too.
Yeah, but like if I'm at a concert and I'm letting you entertain me, the one thing I do hate, other than we're gonna play something from our new album, is hearing we'd like to take a second to talk about Proposition 498. And you're like, fuck.
Oh, jeez.
Just play Free Fallin', fuckers.
The only time that would be okay is if you went to see Rage Against the Machine. You're like, all right, I signed up for this.
Right. It is this.
Did you see where all those people were getting pissed at Rage being political? It's like, you fucking idiots.
It's like, do y'all not know what this band was based on?
You were just listening to the cool music, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right, because if you listen to it for real,
Right.
you'd figure out that they were a bit political.
See, I always liked Rage Against the Machine's sound.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, I hate the lyrics.
I was into all of it because I was like a fuck the man kind of thing. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
They took it to the extreme, I guess. But
Oh, yeah.
you will, especially those
Young artists, man.
Yeah.
They definitely go to the extreme, and that's okay. You have to have those people with the extreme conservatives, and then they kind of balance each other out over time.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both within your hand, and then you have the facts of life.
The facts of life.
And the more you know.
Yep.
Well, anyways, the more
Man, everybody got AIDS and shit.
That's true.
I do know that the Los Angeles Police Department arrested 5
Yeah.
individuals in connection with the shooting of Lady Gaga's dog walker. Now
they buried the lead.
That was a good
That was a good headline,
That was a
wasn't
good
it?
headline. You did a better job.
Yeah, should have used that.
Yeah, but they went with 5 arrests made in the Lady Gaga dog napping case.
And the subsequent theft of her pups. One of the people taken into custody was a woman who ultimately returned the 2 French bulldogs in hopes of collecting
Damn,
the
she tried to return her own
$500.
fucking...
She was the one that they said, hey, I don't know where I got these dogs. She showed up to the police station or whatever.
Yeah.
That bitch was in on it, I told you.
Yeah, we both said
Boy,
that.
ain't
like,
nobody
when this-
turning shit in for a reward no more, are they?
No. No, you
Like,
just gonna
fuck
lose you gonna lose them dogs.
This was a brazen street crime that left a man seriously wounded. District Attorney George Gascon.
Gasson.
It's got a hyphen above the O, so I'm
That
trying
makes
to
the
compensate. I'm trying to compensate for it. And he said in a statement on Thursday, "We have alleged very serious charges in this case, and his faith that justice will be appropriately served as this case unfolds in court." James Jackson, 18.
Oh, boy.
Jalen White, 19.
Oh, boy.
Lafayette Whaley, 27.
Oh, that's the ringleader.
Who's way old enough to know what the
Yeah.
fuck they were doing. The other ones I could excuse for teenage.
You still don't get to shoot somebody.
Yeah,
Exactly. They're dumbasses. They were charged with 1 count each of attempted murder.
Hey, there
Yeah.
it is.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
And conspiracy to
Attempted.
commit.
5 arrested in attempted murder of Lady Gaga's dog walker. We
There you
found
go.
the
You
headline.
could work
There
for
you
goddamn
go.
Yahoo Entertainment.
No, you can't, because you didn't say nothing about the dog napping.
Right. I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
And
I think attempted murder gets more clicks, though,
you
right?
would think so.
Jeez,
second degree robbery. It's second degree. Would they just decide on a whim? That
Oh shit, that's those bulldogs.
we gotta do it right now. I mean, I got a gun right now.
Yeah, how
I'm
is it not first degree?
I'm not planning it.
Don't know. Like, oh shit, is that Lady Gaga's
There had to be a
bulldogs?
lot of goddamn planning that went into
Yeah,
place.
you don't just happen upon Lady Gaga's bulldogs.
I bet there's a ransom for these little motherfuckers.
Well, listen, I bet you do happen upon them, but you don't know they're her fucking dogs.
Exactly. So that's got to be, like you said, that's got to be
Maybe they were
first
just
degree.
fans of little French bulldogs.
Yeah.
And then they shot a man. And we're like, give us all your money.
Yeah, that's probably.
We've got your dogs, Lady Gaga.
Jackson also faces 1 count each of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and a
So
felon
a firearm.
carrying a concealed firearm in a vehicle.
Oh, boy, that's not
White faces 1 count of assault by means of force likely to produce great bodily injury.
God damn, he's 18 and he's already a felon, bro. He was a felon before this happened, and he was 18 at the time of this thing.
I wonder if it's considered. Well, I guess he is a felon. I was going to say maybe they're considering it because he's not 21.
Well, here's the
No,
thing
it
about
says
it.
he was a felon.
Because don't you have to be 21 to own a handgun?
You
No.
do.
like-
rifle you don't, but 21 to own a handgun.
Yeah, because when my wife
I had
started,
to wait. I wanted a fucking pistol as soon as I turned 18.
when my wife started
That wasn't happening.
her career, she had to wait till she was 21 because that's how old you have to be to own a handgun.
Yeah.
That's ludicrous.
Yeah.
Well,
that shall be ludicrous.
I didn't know this, but it says here Ryan Fisher was shot in the chest.
You said Ryan. I thought you were going to say Reynolds.
With Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile has fucked me up. Hey guys, did you hear about Lady Gaga's
And once
dog walk?
again,
I'm glad you guys are here so we could all sit down together and talk about Mint Mobile.
You talk about conspiracy theories. I would almost make a conspiracy theory against Richard because I say Ryan Fisher was shot in the chest. That's the dog walker, and he's like Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. Don't talk about the man. He works for Yahoo Entertainment.
Yeah,
he's downplaying
you're a
the
shill.
bullshit. You
You're a
shill
piece of
motherfucker.
shit.
Ryan Fisher, the
Damn
dog
it.
walker, was shot in the
What?
chest while walking Lady Gaga's 3 dogs on February 24th.
Oh my
I didn't know it was shot in the chest. Like these
thought he
motherfuckers
was
were
shot
trying
in
to.
the leg, yeah.
They were trying to kill him.
Yeah.
One
know what I
dog
mean?
was able to escape and return to Fisher, who was subsequently rushed to
Now,
the
He
hospital.
was
with
licking the
severe
blood off the sidewalk.
This
or
is
some
going to
shit.
sound.
The dog got away, but he didn't.
This is going to sound like I'm victim blaming here, and I swear I'm not because they did a horrible.
He should
job.
have held on to that leash. I don't give a damn what happened.
No. If I'm walking 2 dogs and a guy pulls a gun on me and says, "Give me them dogs," here you go.
Here you go, sir.
There's the dogs. Please don't shoot me.
Hey, my dogs.
I'm gonna turn around so I don't see your faces, so I don't get a good description. Have a nice day. You know, like
Well,
I ain't
they're
getting
clearly
shot.
flying off the handle. That one dude's 18. He's already a felon. And
Shooting
he's shooting
motherfuckers
people.
in
Yeah.
chest for dogs.
Do you think it might have been one of those situations like Pulp Fiction? Well, oh shit, I shot Marvin. You know, like the gun just went off.
Gotta hope so.
That would be.
I hope that's the case, bro.
Yeah, you'd have.
Because
I don't know,
otherwise,
man.
there's ill intent.
Yeah.
If you're trying to just scare a motherfucker, you ain't gonna have bullets in the gun.
Well, I'm scaring a motherfucker with bullets in my gun.
in case the motherfucker turns out to be a real motherfucker, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to shoot him.
Well, then you're first degree all the way. Then I guess.
I'm
And
always first degree, baby. I'm intending to murder people.
This motherfucker Ryan Fisher.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I was
you
gonna say
know,
this is gonna come back to haunt you if you ever
he-
kill somebody.
He subsequently was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. He was hospitalized a second time and had portions of his lung portions of his lung removed.
This poor fucking guy.
Yeah, all over some goddamn stumpy ass face dogs. I hate fucking French bulldogs.
Hey, bud.
I'm sorry, I do.
Stop French bulldog hate.
And I mean, well, they always have like the nasal problems
Yeah,
and
they're
the
shitty
eyes and
Their
genetics.
fault.
You know,
They have shitty genetics.
You
bro.
literally hate them because of their genes.
I fucking hate them, man.
I don't like giraffes either. Them
You
damn
like
long
spending money on
necks.
vet bills and fucking pills? Hey, get a French bulldog if you want to take care of them properly.
You like high branches and shit? Don't get a fucking giraffe.
Wait.
They'll eat the shit out of
Wait,
those.
hang on. I got a devil's advocate this. Do you have a dog?
I do.
How much have you spent on that dog at the vet?
Oh, God.
Probably maybe about $1,200.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
My dog's 9 years old.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know what to tell you, man. French bulldogs are expensive too, bro.
You get a 9-year-old French
What kind of
bulldog.
dog do you have?
You kind of know what you're getting
Oh.
into when you
Yeah,
get
there you
the
go.
when you get a French bulldog, though.
Yeah, you know that they're shitty little booty dogs.
Yeah. I like one that'll take up for the family.
Yeah.
I like when mine takes up for the family.
What is your dog gonna do?
Whip
Is
him with his dick.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's
Body
gonna,
length.
He's gonna
Yeah.
lasso them bitches and make sure they don't get away.
Yeah.
Here you go. Get some Mint Mobile, bitch.
Ryan Reynolds holds his dick on one side of the door and the dog goes the other. And it's a
Fucking
tripwire.
Doc has
they
the
Red
other side
Rover
of
the
door.
shit out of somebody.
Yeah,
they conjoin dicks and fucking just slingshot them.
Doc and Ryan Reynolds are now in a new
Docking.
Doc and Doc.
Doc and Ryan Reynolds are now in a new movie. It's kind of like Home Alone, but with a dog and Ryan Reynolds
Dueling dicks.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds just uses the dog's dick to prevent everything from happening.
His own little personal bullwhip. He just
Yeah, motherfucker. Oh my god.
McBride was the one who turned the dogs over to. Oh wait, 2 other people were arrested. Harold White, 40, and Jennifer McBride,
50. They're the ringleaders.
Yeah.
Good God.
Harold White.
Accessories after the crime.
Could you
Any
get a
more fucking
whiter
One count
name
possession of a
than
firearm, and McBride was faced kind of receiving stolen property. So that's who they gave the
they
shit
gave
to.
the dogs to? But you know they could have been innocent.
These
in
dogs
that
are
whole
famous.
thing.
Turn 'em in.
Somebody could have just walked up to him and was like, "Hey, I got these 2 dogs. Do you want them?" You know what I mean? And they're like, oh.
And now Harold's like, God damn it, Jennifer! I told you we shouldn't have took them fucking dogs. With his felony charges and shit.
Harold White. Could you get a whiter name than that? Harold White.
Dude, that's not a black people crime.
No. I'm saying that name.
Yeah, that's
Harold
what I'm saying.
White.
This is definitely a white person crime all the way. This is a meth head idea all the fucking way, bro. This is what we should do.
What was that movie with
They
Justin?
get hopped up on meth and like, we should steal Lady Gaga's dog.
She got money, right?
Yeah.
We just watch her, okay?
This is basically that movie with Justin Timberlake where they kidnap
Alpha Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Boy,
then
I ain't never seen that.
Yeah,
You need to
basically
watch
the
Alpha
whole
Dog,
thing.
man. It's awesome.
It's been a long night. I don't think I've ever really seen it.
Well, you
I've seen
agreed
a
with
little
me.
bit of it, but I didn't know I forgot what the name of it was.
Alpha Dog.
McBride is the one who turned the dogs over. So Jennifer McBride, 50, was the one that turned the dogs over to the police unharmed, presumably for the hefty money offered by Lady Gaga for the pup's safe return. According to TMZ, the LAPD believes Harold recruited McBride to drop the dogs off and claimed the $500,000 bounty. The money was reportedly never paid per the recommendation of the police, who suspected
Fuckers.
it was a setup.
So if anything, Lady Gaga's full of shit.
Yeah. She's
Now we're
not willing to
victim
pay
blaming.
shit for $500,000 for her fucking victim.
She said, "I'll just get some that look just like them. I mean, fuck them."
So y'all know how we can get these dogs back and fuck over the people who took them?
Fisher's fucking with Lady Gaga here. He's documented his grueling recovery on social media. He thanked Gaga for support throughout this whole crisis to both me and my family. Thanks a lot for your support, Lady Gaga.
That way, whenever he sues her tits into oblivion, he's not going to feel bad. He's like, "Bitch, I was praising you the whole time. Give me some money."
There's a picture of him. He does not look good. He's on oxygen. You never want to be in one of these things. Whatever it is. I don't even know what this is. But I'm pretty sure you don't want to be in it. But she said...
But your support is a friend despite your own... This fucking guy's sucking all on her titties, man. But your support is a friend despite your own traumatic loss from your kids.
No.
Dogs
Yep.
was unwavering. I love you and thank you. And now a lot of healing still needs to happen. Now I see I've turned on this guy. But I look forward to the future and the moment when I get bombarded with kisses and licks and maybe even an excitement pee.
Lady Gaga has some problems, doesn't
Lady
she?
Gaga? Lady Gaga?
From Asia, Koji, and Gustav, he wrote. Fuck all of that. I'm over this story. Turn
Asia,
this shit off.
Koji,
End this
and
podcast.
Gustav.
I hate this story already now.
Why does Lady
I was
Gaga
on
pee
this-
when she gets
I
excited?
was on this dude's side. I was on his side the whole time. I've been taking up for this dude for months.
This
bro.
dude obviously pees sitting down as well.
All right. Yeah, we won't read all this. This is lengthy.
He's a bitch. I mean, God bless him for.
I wouldn't have
getting
shot you
fucked
if I
up.
knew you were going to be so wordy, motherfucker.
Golly.
That's fucked up, man.
There's a it says one of two. It's on Instagram, and it's like 3
They don't limit the
paragraphs.
characters on Instagram,
It
apparently.
says continued, but it's one of two. He wrote a book.
Bless him, man.
He
but
might have just
fuck.
put. It
What
was the
else has
best
he
of
got to do?
times.
He ain't got the lung, bro. He just got to sit around all the time now.
If that man don't
him-
sue
get him
fucking
a-
Lady Gaga before it's all
Bro,
over,
she has to take care of
and
him
get
forever.
Get him one of
tens
those.
of thousands of, I mean, maybe even hundreds
Oh,
of
how do you
thousands
not,
of
bro?
dollars.
You lost half your fucking lung.
Watch how
dude.
I bring it full circle. Get him one of those text-to-speech apps.
Let me at this point make
Oh,
a
shit.
clear-cut scientific.
I meant to do
That's what
this.
you get. That's a perfect way. Perfect way to end this
Meant to
podcast.
mic drop, but I just pulled my dick out.
Phantom 309.
Yep. Well, if you want to follow us on social media, give us a call or listen to more of our show. Josh, how do they do that? Just tell
Ooh.
them.
You
Josh,
call
how
me
do they
Ja?
do that? Josh, how do they do
I was
that?
going to say, am I Ja now? I like
Ja.
that.
Ja, really.
Ja, really. Motherfucker. Well, if you want to get with us on Twitter, we are at P3 Radio, the number 1. On Facebook, put in that search bar Pop Poncho, and you will see our photo, Poncho, motherfuckers. And if you want to get with us the old school way, 731-300-6675, the number.
Oh, you went up at the end. I thought you were
The
gonna do
number.
both. The number of the show. I thought that was where we were going, but okay.
No.
I liked it. All right, well, that'll do it for us, for Josh Brawley, for Gobi, for Phantom 309. This is Richard Mulligan saying thanks for listening and good night.